Whoa. I put some in the throne room.
Hi.
Good morning, princess. Leave your horse over this side. Good morning, Queen Stark.
Greatest in Targaryen?
If you brought a mount, you may bring your mount upstairs.
Are you sure?
Yeah, what did you bring?
Just a horse.
Yeah.
So now it's waiting on the Lannisters.
Head on up and park it next to your daughters. You might have to jump a little, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Should be here shortly, hopefully, maybe. We'll see. But pretty much everyone needed from Winterfell's here. Wondering how many people they're even gonna bring.
Shit.
What is going on?
That is a lot of people.
Cashley's here.
We're having peace talks.
Ah, do you want us to go?
You can stay if you like, or you can go. All I ask is that you clear the way and meet other people upstairs.
That's an army and a half.
That it is.
Well, which room are we going to be meeting in?
It will be throne room, but for now it is going to be Stark and Casterly and Dragonstone only. If you wish to wait outside, you
course.
can, or not stay, it is up to you.
I think we might come back at a different time. Knights,
Very well.
would you be able to get the kitty cats out before the other big kitty cats go in?
Yeah,
Of
sure.
course.
Okay then, sweetheart. Stay safe.
Thank you for delivering the information.
If I get any more, you know, I'll always give it to you.
Aaron, can you take these?
Of course.
I can barely move.
I'm an Ivory Knights.
Arian, when we enter the front room, you'll be standing next to... Agar.
There's a wildling down Harlem.
Hold on, what?
Yeah, there is over here for me.
Sadly, Agar. Castle Black has denounced that wildlings are no longer a threat, so don't bother.
Queen Illyris?
Welcome to
Either way,
Dragonstone.
they shouldn't be here. Not right now.
Thank you.
Your men may park their
Formidable
cats
engine.
inside. We built this just so the sabers don't eat them. We have a lot of carnivores that like to live here.
We'll be bringing the cats to the top of your keep.
We allowed the King and Queen Stark to bring their cats, but everybody else's were in the stable. They only brought 4 or 5.
The bears, you mean?
She brought a horse and he brought ARKs.
Aye. Then all of my soldiers will be on the cats at the top of your keep.
I will stand firm on this one, Brennan. At least half of them.
He has a
stay here.
dragon at the top of your castle that already killed one Clegane. I will not have my men away from their mounts if they need to run. You need to understand and respect that. This meeting is for the
And they're
guidance
allowed
of
to
your
bring theirs
creatures.
up top as well.
That's fine. I cannot. But all of my men will have their cats
Yeah.
at the top of the castle. Thank you.
Go up one by one.
After you, brothers.
Let them know. They can go grab their.
Alright. If anyone from the north wishes to have their mounts up here, also they can.
I've got the only mount we need up here.
So many nameplates.
Sorry.
This way. All the cats are on the other side. Get to it. Clegane. Front line on me. Yeah.
Very well. I'm glad that you have all gathered today. Thank you both for accepting the invite. Thank you, Brennan, for offering. We have a small table and chair set up. 2 chairs, 2 guards per person. So 4 guards into the room as you total. Both sides. We have 6 Dragon Knights who are to remain neutral. If swords are drawn, we will defend the defendant party. There is drink and food in the table for guest right. We will eat and drink before talks commence.
Understood. Clegane.
Front guard. Take position.
Direct.
Find Alexander to the right.
You will come with us.
He can come
To the right
inside.
of me.
Brant, can you take the lead of the soldiers while
Anyone?
we're inside?
If you wish.
Alright,
Yes, Your Grace.
inside. As well as
Are
not
we
doing
going?
alright.
Please
Dragon
come
guard.
in when you have
Take
arranged your
positions
guards.
in the front room.
Join us inside.
Line up, make a straight line. Well, 2 lines of how many are you? Alright, let's make 2 lines.
Clegane.
Marion, you'll be staying aside.
Alright. We'll go over here. Look at gains. Master soldiers on me. Line up here. Make 2 lines if you need to.
Where would you like us to face?
Face at the entrance, that works, yes.
Car, please close the doors, but make sure that they are unlocked.
Lizarro. Gates closed. Keys open.
Very well.
I'll do it.
Inside of your mugs, you will find food and drink.
I see ale. Good enough for me.
I cannot drink this.
I can't either.
Need some help.
Did they only give alcohol? Really?
Yeah, I've got some
We
other
have
stuff.
some in here.
Don't worry, I bought chocolate.
How about some bread and salt?
Scooch your ball.
We had bread and salt, but it went moldy over the summer.
Very well.
We are still new to the guest rights, and food and drink offer
Energy
is
gets right. We
to
broke
us.
food and salt together.
In the talks that we had, Brennan, you have the greater understanding of what dragon means and what it means to undertake the ability to ride one, bond with one, etc. You have grown a new respect for it, and that is why we are all here right now. Brennan did not need to extend a hand again to offer peace, but he has. I would like to know the North stance on the last couple of days.
We did certainly not expect to
moving
be
the line
attacked
only.
yesterday. When we were having these peace talks.
Let's do this. Clegane's in the middle. Leave from Crystal Rock on the left and right
And
side.
it has certainly put the spray on our opinion of sending Liara to the Westlands. Which I'm sure everyone here can
There we go.
understand.
Why were swords drawn, Brennan?
Why were they at a table to bring false apologies and point blame on the Westerlands for their own fucking actions? That's the true question. Don't waste my
I did
time
not
with peace
blame.
talks if you have no remorse. I did not interrupt you, so shut your fucking trap.
This is a great start to conversation, isn't it?
Aye. A great start of respecting one's opinion.
Oh god.
Let us
You
act
want
on our
peace?
heads.
You respect me. I believe she asked me a question, did she not, Queen Stark? You have a knack for trying to impose your fucking opinions often.
That was an accident.
Duly noted.
I apologize. In my head, I should say, it sounded like Ganesh. Maybe it wasn't.
Still talking. They came to my table with insults, snide comments, and arrogance. No guilt, no remorse, no fault. Blaming us for marching on the north. As if this king's words weren't the reason for the war in the first place. These Starks have no guilt at all. You can sense it still here now.
May I speak?
Yes.
I feel like it was very much the other way around, to be honest. We were not throwing any insults towards you or your people at all. We agreed to the terms. We apologized. And the only thing I said was that I think there's fault on both sides in this matter. We had lost the war. We lost fight. We have seen many dead. We don't want that any longer. Then you use swords upon us, and orderly Ceres said.
In fact, we offered furthermore than apologies. We offered pardons for oaths that were once taken, so that furthermore, henceforth, no one could ever question any sort of oath breaking. We went above and beyond what was asked. Apologies were given, yes. But let us be frank. It is not sincerity that you need. It is simply the appearance to other kingdoms of that apology. And we offered it.
Well then,
and more.
if this is all for fucking appearances, Your Grace, then there is no discussion.
I tend to agree. There is only false promises here, and it is merely to keep face. That is not the point of peace talks.
I did all of this so that we can
You
get peace.
exceeded the expectation by
Now you're
forgiving
speaking
an
over
oath.
my wife.
Speaking.
You're
Kate
damn right
Lannister.
I am, because I
Is it
wasn't
okay
done.
for you and not okay
All
for
you
her
gave.
to
No.
finish the conversation?
What's okay here is the fact that you admitted openly that there's no sincerity in any fucking thing that comes out of your damn mouth. So she might have forgiven an oath, but you had no remorse for the lost soldiers. You had no remorse for the war. And you'd probably still grovel in apology that you weaseled through your fucking trap.
In fact,
Let
I
us
do
keep
have
calm
remorse
heads.
for those lives lost. We never wanted a war. We never wanted bloodshed.
Then you shouldn't have run your fucking stupid
But-
mouth to the wrong people.
To give
Brennan,
sincerity
keep speaking, please.
for something that I have never meant. When Kaurin Kaltagar twisted those words, in whatever way he did, it was not my intention for them to be shared to you in that manner. And I think more than one person knows that. I merely asked who your parents were. You decided
Only
to take
asked
it
who
upon
they
yourself to wage war upon that rumor. Legitimacy was never questioned. So why would I have sincere remorse for what has happened there? I only have sincere remorse for those lives lost and the bloodshed that has come of it.
Can I finish what I was saying now?
Please.
As I was saying, we never wanted a war. We never went into your lands. As I said yesterday, we defended what we saw as ours. Man has always been and belongs of the north. You knew that yourself when you were at Deepwood Moat. If you would have approached us once you moved to Castle, merely asking to farm it, we would have regretted it. For any war for you to just get a mountain. So in my mind, I feel like the aggression is mostly from your part. We could have had these peace talks weeks ago. Just made an agreement in friends.
Fucking hilarious. Could have had the peace talks weeks
I
ago.
was
Let her finish.
I was willing to send my own daughter to stay within your walls for the betterment of peace and so that we could stop the bloodshed between our people. If that doesn't count for anything, then I don't know.
We've never been aggressive. We have only been in a defensive state of mind. a passive state of mind. We've never aggressed, we've only defended. Even in peace talks, we were never aggressive. But you were. Even in the beginning of this peace talk. Since the start, you've been aggressive. But not us.
Let us not keep calling who is aggressive, as accusing of aggression only generates aggression. Let us keep cooler heads and let calmness prevail. This is a tense meeting, but there is no need to bicker and name call. We're all adults, and we can all demand respect of each other. It should be given freely.
You had the opportunity to apologize weeks before we took your mountain. You fucked that. As often your diplomacy does. Your grace. As for the notion that questioning someone's legitimacy by asking whose their parents are, you planted the seed of doubt with full intentions. Fuck off with the notion of lying about that. How dare you insult a good man for bringing it to my attention? A man whose word has more respect than yours ever will. That's all I have to say about that one. I'm not here for your remorse or your sincerities, because I know I won't get that. A waste of my fucking time, and that's why I wanted your head when you were in my castle. And I'll tell you now, should you step there again, I would take it again. Happily. The only reason you have a chance at this table right now is out of respect for the last male of the great creature that could be used for power to protect far more than you'll ever understand. Your simple little mind to abuse the fuck out of that creature. What I've learned, the true dragon riders are here. And the only reason we're having this talk is so that they can continue their lines and your male can continue to breed with their females. And if it were not for her right now, I'd have all my soldiers cut you down right here. Understand you're on borrowed time and a bargaining chip that will not last much longer after this talk. So continue to point your fucking fingers as to why we're aggressive and see what happens.
They both look.
Want peace?
So
I thought this
Fucking realize
conversation
real quickly.
was something to do with no insults.
It's insulting to me that you have no guilt for your actions, and that a man that has been nothing but good, you'd rather see his head, because you can't admit fault for your own fuck-ups. Some king.
With us, when have I
Halt
ever
your
demanded your head?
Westeros.
Talking about my head.
Brennan?
Talking about the man that informed
Both
me
of
of
you,
your
silence.
words.
Please.
What was that?
You are my
Achilles?
guests. Please respect that. If there is any chance here of having any kind of peace, we both need to stop the insults. Brennan, I know that this is personally not easy for you. Westeros, tonality is everything. You both hate the shit out of each other, and I understand that. But please try. There are better things to protect here than just your own titles and your own pride. There are children, offspring, lineage, heritage. I ask, what would be the terms of peace? Let us stop this shit slinging and lay them out on the table once more. Brennan, you start, please.
Aye. Very well then. The gold mine in the north. Keep your fucking daughter. I don't wanna. And the dragon stays in Dragonstone permanently. It's to be used, aggressed, or utilized against any soldier of any army ever again. So that it may serve its duty to produce more males and die of old age. never to leave this island again, ridden, but may hunt with its companions, fuck with its companions, and breed with its companions. You can keep your fucking head, you can keep your daughter, you can keep truth to the notion that your sister lives on as long as that dragon breathes and fucks and broods more.
King and Queen Stark? Your rebuttal or consideration?
Lyris,
Yes.
Zadrisis Buzdari Ixos Dior.
Ugh. Can't understand your shit. Valerian.
Or for those of the common tongue, do not understand High Valyrian. A dragon is not a slave.
I'll be honest with you, I don't think I was asking for it to be a slave. Just under better leadership, better guidance, with its sisters, or sister wives, or whatever you Targaryens call it.
Lucerys, I understand that. But Aya Zildrisi Joralegon Najot Glassigon. A dragon needs to live.
A dragon does not live if a dragon is in chains.
It would not be in chains.
To not leave this island, to not hunt. To not be with the one that it is bonded to. You know too well Zadrisis Kivageros. And as Nakara Valeris will find out very shortly, if he has not already, this is not possible. It will wither, and it will die, and with it, so will I.
Pardon me, because I'm clearly not a dragon rider, nor do I speak those fancy fucking words of yours. But how is it hunting, fucking, and living with its female counterparts on a beautiful island, in my opinion, in the care of people that will not see it die on the battlefield, slavery, or allowing it to wilt? Put me on an island with 3 Tyras, so I can hunt, fuck, and do all I please, and I'll tell you the last thing that's gonna wilt is anything but my cock.
The bond that Dragon Brother and Dragon have is, as I tried to explain yesterday, quite deep. Lucerys, I believe, fears, and it is rumored that the further away a Dragon Rider is from their dragon, the weaker they both get.
What's stopping it from visiting then?
Nothing.
And I don't see how that point has any validity to it.
If you have a counter offer of terms, this is where they are to be discussed.
If I could, yes.
Please.
You said you wanted a gold mine.
Aye.
What my terms would be for bringing peace between the 2 lands, first, 2 regions. As we had stated before, and as you have stated now, you want the gold mine. I assume you still want the pike lands and the volcano, but that they're still of interest to you.
Well, the volcano is certainly of more interest to me than the mountain north of your castle.
Aye. So, my offer is that we do... We'll give you the gold mine. You'll get the volcano and the pikelands. We will, in return, get the lands that are once in possession of the wildlings, or may still be. That we still can turn in some resources for our people. The dragon will be in defense of the lands, not in aggression. But it will still remain at Winterfell, and so will my daughter.
Sorry, that is not something I agree to.
The only way you see it is that the dragon needs to be here.
The only way I see it, Your Grace, is that a dragon dies or it is here. I told you. I promised you that. You want peace. Think very clearly. Eat shit and die, cunt. I didn't have any issues with him until he applied a
Brennan.
fucking agenda to me.
No, enough.
Don't fucking accuse me of false agendas.
I was going
He's wanted
to
me
ask
dead
you-
because I refused to march with soldiers in Dragonstone after they spent days marching 5 kingdoms on your castle and burning the soldiers I commanded alive. He gave no fucks for their loss. All he had was an agenda to then bring vengeance for his dead sister's tomb. But I was the bloodthirsty one. Need you remember the words he said? Casting down the Stark name to fulfill a duty he felt to someone else? There was no problem with me and your king. The problem happened when your king did not like me because I stayed true to your soldiers more than he was
The
able
enemy
to.
of my enemy
Don't
is my
fucking
friend.
forget that.
Is the terms.
The enemy of your
is
enemy
usually
is
used.
the same fucker that will kill you
And I
nonetheless.
see no difference between you wanting to ally or have an agreement with Dragonstone after you have done so much against them.
I have an agreement with
So how
Dragonstone.
is
I have an
that
alliance
different?
with them. Is that so? Have been signing paperwork behind my asshole, Queen Illyris? Because last I knew, I didn't know there was a fucking alliance term.
Nope. We aren't
I
allies,
didn't
Brennan.
petition the
We have
realm to
amicable-
rally to my fucking defense. I didn't seek out anyone. My fight was with the North and you, King Lucerys. No one else.
Nonetheless, we are all adults here.
Hardly.
Yes, hardly.
Alright. Thank you very much for listening and agreeing to not insult each other. King and Queen Stark, if this is not acceptable and Dragon Head or Dragon here is your only option, these are the 2 choices you have. The fact that you have more than one choice is because I went and spoke with Brennan with a cool head. The one who ends Dragon. He does not want to play God.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Brennan Lannister does not want to play a god and be responsible for ending the dragon line. That is your choices here. Either the original terms, and then the heads of both you and your husband, and your daughter would not longer be where you want them to be. Your daughter in Casterly, Lucerys and Arak's farm. Or you have the secondary option. Lucerys
Where
keeps his
Arax
life.
will wither away.
If Lucerys visits enough, I do not believe that so.
I remember
So
when
you'll
you
only
started
start to
courting.
live at Dragonstone.
Arax was always left here while Lucerys was in the north. For days upon days.
Yes, but he was still allowed to bring Arax with him. He could fly around and hunt. He could be free to leave the island. That is different. You know
It
that very
comes
well.
down to
If
this,
Nakar
that...
Beleris' wife was here currently, he would be able to say
May I speak, Luceros,
how
please?
aggressive and finicky that ARK's got when I was away from him for such a
Luceros.
time.
God. It comes down to this. The freedom of a dragon for the lives of your people.
I would suggest something, but I shouldn't get involved.
I do not want to see any dragon die. I do not want to see you die, Luceros. I do not want to see Liara, a ward in another kingdom that she does not belong.
I
Nonetheless,
don't want to ever see children die. A little Targaryen.
Mind your tongue, boy.
Rhaego's death, Luceros, was equally my fault as it was Brennan's fault. I should not have let children fight. I'm punished for that every day, as he is.
Who's the guy in front of me?
These
Can't
terms that
see.
are being offered are more than what I think is fair and reasonable. Arax would never be slave here. He would never be in chains, but he would not be allowed to leave island. He would be guided back by Vhagar if he tried.
I don't think you understand, Beleris. I don't think anyone here, aside from Nakar Beleris, will ever understand the bond that is so strong.
I would say that if the agreement was such that it was before the winter, then I could agree. But
That's what I was thinking, that the
never
dragon just
actually
has
be
to
with each
sleep
other.
here.
Isn't that what the entire dragon bond
They
is
can't
about?
sleep at Winterfell.
That they are soulbound. And without being together, unless he was to live here, that it will wither away.
It is believed that they will, eventually in time. Arax spent many nights away from Luceros, many nights when Arax had to stay in King's Landing and Luceros in the north. For many, many years. This would be no different.
Well, Lucerys could always bring Arax with him. It's just that when he was sleeping during the nights, he would be at King's Landing. They were still around each other. Still hunt with it and spend time together.
I don't agree. I've seen what your dragons have done to his, and his still breathes and eats and sleeps. I saw 3 dragons beat on that one, and it didn't fall. Sorry. It is too risky for the realm. You yourself implied about his dragon bonding, his control, his anger and anguish, and his arrogance. It's a risk to the realm I will not take. My terms are clear. I want an answer.
We offer ours and wait for them to be accepted.
Take a leave.
Thank you,
If
Alaris.
your dragon cannot rest here, then the line will die with it. The peace talk is adjourned. Thank you, Queen Illyris. I apologize for wasting your time on stubbornness of the North. Lannisters, we return home. We declare assault on the gold mine of Winterfell.
It's the only thing you can declare assault upon Brennan Lannister. or
Then
you
we
are
declare
too
siege
afraid
on
of my
Winterfell,
power.
cunt. Prepare accordingly.
Lucerys,
Stone
hold
Age
it down.
us back.
Be
Oblivion,
quiet.
Brennan.
Hold your tongue, Zaldrisis Kipagios.
Let's go.
Mount
Your
up!
Grace, smile. Your Grace, smile. Never mind.
She'll be fine here.
Alright.
Your castle will burn, your men will die, your line will end when I am done with you, Starks. And your dragon will be feasted
fight
upon
to the
by the
bitter
rest
end.
of the fucking realm.
Shields.
Get out of my sight.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, look, you're stuck.
Move on. Enough roaring.
Don't let the jellyfish sting you on the way back to Casterly Rock.
Apologies, settlers. Felix. Can't wait.
You tried. It is all I could ask for.
We did yesterday too. And we were met with the same insults the entire time. Lucerys did not speak up at all. I did mainly all the talking.
Forgive me, ladies.
What
I
a
know I
mess.
can be arrogant. At the very best of times. But I feel like our response to those offers was quite daft.
You need to learn to hold your tongue, Lucerys. Especially when I ask of it. 3 times I had to ask you to hold to let me finish. When you get mad at him for the very same thing with your wife. He has a foul mouth.
Thing.
No one can deny it, but it riles within you anger, and he uses that to his advantage.
Why do you not reprimand him just the same, ladies?
I told him to shut up, and one of my guards, I think, lost their lung trying to cough over him.
Head back to Winterfell and start preparing the defenses. Bring Liara with you.
Yes, my queen.
Now.
I'm not going.
Queen Stark, would you like Liara to stay here?
There is.
I offered you some. Something a long time ago, and oh, headache. What I offered you in that room still stands.
Sorry.
This is fun.
Liara, come over here.
Lucerys, Aliana, may I make an offer to you too?
Hold your
Liara.
tongue, Nagar.
Yes?
Please, come here. Do you want to stay at Dragonstone? Will you feel safer?
I want to protect the North. I've told you this.
Yes, but you going to the Westerlands isn't going to protect the North.
The meeting did not go well with the one.
Mom told me the choices that Brennan gave her in the Raven originally. Right for me.
Yes,
Clear
and
that
now he said he
fears the
doesn't care
dragon
for
being
you.
used. Clear that he fears that the dragon's going to be used against him.
I told him it won't. I told him it will only stay defensive of the North. Only stay within the North. He didn't want to. He doesn't want peace with us, Liara. He wants this there dead. He wants the dragon gone. Reset.
I don't want to see any more people die.
We don't
I'd
either,
rather be sweet
Liara.
one.
We tried.
Liara.
Best.
You want to protect the North. You will do so by keeping yourself safe. Understand?
I don't understand.
For as long as you carry this Stark name, little one, that's your biggest asset and the biggest defense of Winterfell. There must always be a Stark in the North. If we can keep you safe until such time, then that shall be fulfilled.
That's why I ask you, Liara. Once ran away here. Do you want to go to Winter? Fell, or do you want to stay here?
I want to stay here.
Then you'll stay here.
She'll be protected with my life. Of that you have my word.
Kilimbos Rakiros.
What a mess.
Rip the North. Firstly, I don't want to help the North. My character hasn't forgotten what they've done to us.
Be safe, okay?
All the times the Starks were...
Don't go running off.
Queen Stark was sarcastic and just passive-aggressive
You
towards me when I spoke
I
with
love
her.
you, Liara.
The fact that they attacked King's Landing multiple times. Like, yeah, we attacked them first, but then they attacked and attacked and attacked on us. Forcing our hands to then attack again. And then the Viserys betraying us, pretty much.
Winterfell. We head back home. Fuck the gold mine. We have our keep to protect.
There you go. Your order to keep her safe. She gets hurt, you get hurt.
She gets hurt, you get a punch in the face.
Edgar. Remember the promise you made to me. Please keep it.
I will.
Thank you again. Queen Arcarian.
Thank you for being willing to listen.
Can I be allowed my wolf?
Yes, you can bring your wolf. If they allow it.
You may keep your wolf here.
Alright. We'll fly your things over, Liara. Okay?
Be safe.
Fly safe, my friend.
To be so.
If you come on after ARKs, make sure he gets lit on fire a few times beforehand.
So.
Keep Rex safe, okay? I'm not losing both of you.
Let us go now.
We should. And always remember, Lyra.
I'll always remember.
Ride safe and fly safe, Northerners.
Really grateful.
It is the least we can do.
Come on. We cannot procrastinate any longer.
No, you cannot.
Defel.
Go on, Rex.
Let us go. Eliana, mount up. Arax! Sisir!
There you go.
Kippy.
Yeah, come. Show you to a room. Nega, I need to talk with you. That's why you're coming. I'm not sleeping in the same room, so.
It's so beautiful.
Alden, shut up and walk.
Words.
Come on,
Lyra
Lyra.
is to be protected as if she were me, or any of my own children. Is this understood?
Zakar, you are to aid Agar in the personal guarding of the Stark woman.
Come on, follow Alden. He's gonna say to your room.
If she gets hurt, you and Agar get hurt.
Alright.
Come on, dear.
You say my name?
Child.
I wasn't listening.
What do you all think of what I perspired there?
They should have made more counter offers.
To be fair, the secondary offer that was given was, in my eyes, more than reasonable. No lives lost, and the dragon stays in Dragonstone. Westeros needed to barter more. And can he feed better?
Westeros needs to learn to shut up.
He does.
I thought the deal was pretty good overall. Just the smaller details needs to be worked out.
I agree. But we cannot change what has happened. We can only hope that more conversation will lead, but I have a feeling the time for conversation is over.
Alright, Cyrax, it's time for us to go. We're done with all this war and death of these lands. Time for us to go back to Tyrosh. Shara's already on her way back there on her ship.